Winter has passed and now it's time to prepare the square foot garden. Now that it is April, weeding and tilling the earth and marking it out with string into square foot cells, 16 of them. The plan is to take a photograph approximately around the middle of each of the months. This will be a journey through the year to see how the square foot garden has developed and grown. Down here in Devon and North, we are blessed with a milder climate than perhaps east and north of us, but even so we found it necessary to cover it with fleece, the seeds with fleece, to keep the ground warm against any late frost. Notice too to the left hand side the pear tree with its pear blossom, and all the leaves are coming out. And a final touch, a fence around the outside to stop cats from climbing in. What is amazing that now that we're into May, only 4 weeks have elapsed since our first photographs were taken, and already the plants are flourishing. Little gems, potatoes, a strawberry plant, a turnip are all growing there quite nicely, each in their cell. Enter June, the 6th month of the year, and probably the most rampant amount of growth that is happening. Notice how the greenery of the potatoes have actually dominated the whole of the square foot garden, and the little gems are looking very healthy indeed. Now it is July, and notice how that we've actually cropped one of the potatoes, and those fantastic potatoes too. Over in the opposite corner we've planted Swiss chard, and they're coming through, and the little gem lettuces were quite splendid by this time. The cane marks where we planted some peas. By August, the square foot garden is looking rather bare. That is because the potatoes that we had growing in the corner have now been cropped and been eaten. In their place are some young leeks that have been put in their place. The Swiss chard is growing magnificently in the opposite corner. Now we're into September, and the marigolds are there to encourage insects, but the leeks look still rather young and tender. Come October, the leeks seem to be slowly growing, not very much, and the Swiss chard seems to be growing even more, but a little bit chumped away by the insects. Marigolds looking fine. Now into November, we're certainly in the autumn of the year. The Swiss chard is still going splendidly, although we haven't eaten too much of it, but the leeks have really started to grow. In here we've got some perpetual spinach as well. Now on the onset of winter, it's December, and the leeks are thickening up quite nicely. Maybe in the coming year they will look even better. And the Swiss chard is still growing too, as is the perpetual spinach. We've had a very quick tour of the year of the square foot garden, from April right through to December, and it's been really quite productive and an interesting experiment. Each year we tend to improve on it, and maybe next year we'll improve on it some more.